Happy video day, guys. Today's video is going to be a makeup raffle. Yes, you heard me right, a makeup raffle. Okay, so I had this idea and I contacted my friend Tara Lynn here on YouTube and I was like, hey, do you want to do this with me? And she was like, yes. The other day I was actually thinking of using high-end and drugstore makeup combinations and I was kind of like, oh, what should I use? What do I use? And I said, you know what? I don't want to like pick the stuff. I want to be surprised. I want to be surprised on whether to use high-end or drugstore. So I decided I wanted to do a raffle. And when I had this idea, I thought automatically of my friend Tara Lynn here on YouTube and I was like, oh my goodness, I want Tara to do this with me. So I contacted Tara and I was like, do you want to do a collab on this idea? Do you want to do a makeup raffle with me? And she thought it was so fun and she definitely wanted to do it. So I'm super excited that she decided to do this video with me. So after you guys watch this video, jump over to Tara Lynn's channel. I'm going to link her down below. She is amazing. She literally is on top of the game when it comes to brand new makeup releases. And besides that, she is just genuinely such a nice person, which is what I love about her. Her channel's fantastic, but she is just so nice. You gotta go check her out if you guys are my subscribers. I know you're gonna love her. So don't forget to go and show her some love. After you see this video, go to her video, hit that subscribe button if you guys aren't subscribed to her, and let's talk about what we're gonna do, because this is actually fun. There's a little instruction here, so I gotta tell you what we're doing. So what I decided was we should write down drugstore and high-end, like if we were doing like a raffle, and decide how many products we're gonna pick to use on our face. I think I picked 12. I think it was 12, 11 or 12. So what I did was I cut up little papers and half of them said drugstore, the other half said high-end. Folded them up, put them into this little globe that belongs to my daughter that I found on the floor, and I threw them all in here. And then when I went to go use a product, I actually have to go in here and pick what kind of product I'm gonna use. So I have no idea at the moment what type of product I'm gonna use, and then I pick it. So if it says drugstore, that means I have to use a drugstore primer. If I go and I grab it and it says high-end, then I have to use a high-end foundation, etc., etc., etc. So that's what we decided to do for this video. And what I love the most, guys, is this video is all about using products that you already own, but doing a little twist on it to force yourself to go in a different direction. It's throwing yourself for a little curveball. So if you always go to those drugstore foundations and then all of a sudden you get that you have to pick a high-end, you just, which one do I use? I'm dying for you guys to see how this look was created, because this look was created using all of these different raffled makeup, and yeah. But before we get into everything, if you guys are from Tara's channel and you're new here, I'm Christina Brooke. Just quickly introduce myself to you. What we do here is we talk a lot about makeup. I also like to give you some tips and tricks on fashion things, and of course, I also try to look beyond brand new makeup releases and try to figure out whether things are really necessary or not. We like to experiment on the channel when it comes to makeup. So if you guys are interested in any of those things, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and let's get into the video. In a few seconds, you're gonna see me with no makeup on, and I'm not gonna know which products I've already picked. So let's start raffling. So they're all in here and I'm ready to go. So now I figured I'm gonna put 11 different products on my face. Hopefully I did that math right. I don't know if it is, but I think it's right. So let's go ahead and let's start it off with the first thing that I want to grab, and that's going to be primer. So for primer, let's see what I'm going to use. We're going to use drugstore. Drugstore. Okay, so drugstore primer. Ooh, which one do I use? Okay, so I'm gonna use my NYX Angel Veil. I actually have not used this in quite some time. I have been so biased to using my Tatcha Silk Canvas, so I haven't actually jumped into this for a while. I hope this isn't expired. And, oh, okay. Well, it spit at me. Okay, so I haven't used this in a while. That was difficult to come out. What is going on? Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Oh, God, okay. But it's coming out now. Okay, so now that I finally got that out of the tube, I'm just gonna put this, oh my goodness, put way too much. So I'm just gonna go like this. I'll be honest with you guys, I used to really love this primer so much. I used to think it was so nice, and I still think it's a good primer. It's not a bad primer, but I've gotten so spoiled with my Tatcha one that I'm like, I don't know, like I feel like it's so good. And I would have used my Pixi Poreless Primer because that's another great drugstore primer, but I dumped it because I ran out. So NYX, Next item. This is like a crucial one. This is such a crucial item. So this is going to be foundation. High-end. Yes! So I'm actually pretty excited to use high-end foundation. My skin has not been really good lately, and I think it's because I keep switching out foundations lately. I'm like, ooh, I want to use this one, I want to use this one. And I think like when you do that too much, your skin just says stop. So let's use this one, the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. I actually haven't used this one in a minute, so I'm excited to put this one on my face again. I use it in 250C. And it is a little dark, but when I blend it out, it looks pretty damn good. And that looks so good. Oh my God, I always forget how much I love foundations until I use them again. And then I'm like, ah, why did I stop using you for a while? But I haven't used the Anastasia one in a minute. Like it's been a few months at least. And I forget how pretty it looks. It's so pretty. So far so good. I'm okay with the drugstore primer and the high-end foundation. I think it looks really good together. So let's go into concealer. What kind of concealer are we going to use? Okay. High-end. Which high-end concealer do I want to use? You know what? I want to use this one from Tarte, the Creaseless Concealer. This is my little mini size, and I want to buy the big size. I've heard from a few of you guys that you love this concealer, and I really wanted to buy it, and now I'm getting convinced that maybe I should be buying it. So I want to use it again. So we're going to go ahead and play with this. This sample size is already like dying on me, but you know. Gotta use everything you've got left in a sample, especially if you love the concealer. Did I put too much of that on? Probably, huh? Oh. And the blending begins. I really like that concealer. I really do. It's so pretty. I think I might buy it during the Sephora sale. I think I'm just gonna do it. So far, this is actually a really nice combination. I like the Anastasia with the Creaseless Concealer and with this primer under. It actually looks really good. So far, pretty happy. What do I want to try? Ooh, let's do brow pencil. Do I have a drugstore brow pencil? I used to. Oh God, if I get drugstore, I'm gonna have to search for that brow pencil, but let's see. Brow pencil. Oh, thank God. High-end. High-end. So I got nervous for a minute because I do have a really good drugstore eye pencil, but I don't know where it is. So that would have wasted a lot of time looking for it. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I was going to use the Fenty one, but I just remembered I used the whole thing. I went through that Fenty one pretty damn fast. So I'm going to just use the Anastasia, do my brows really quick, and then maybe we'll stop filming for a second because this takes a little while, and then we'll jump into the next product. And I have a lot of drugstore left, so I have a feeling that a lot of the stuff that's going to be left over will be drugstore. But let me go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I'll be right back. Eyebrows are finished. Okay, so what do I want to do next? I think next, why don't we use a powder? Why don't we use a powder? Okay, so let's do a powder. And the powder is going to be a drugstore powder. To something from the drugstore. So we're gonna use my CoverGirl powder. This is the Vitalist Healthy Powder. This is one of the drugstore powders that I really enjoy. So let's just powder up the face a tad. You know. And there we go. Okay. I forgot, I really like that powder. I actually hadn't used that powder in a while, so I'm happy I was able to use it again. And then let's do some bronzer. I have a bronzer that I really want to use, so let's see. If it's drugstore, I know what I'm going to do. Okay. Drugstore! Yes! Hoping it would be drugstore. I really want to jump into my Physicians Formula. I haven't used it in so long, and I really wanted to use it the other day. I was staring at it, and I ended up just grabbing my Cali Contour, but I really wanted to use this. It's all broken. My daughter dropped it, but this is such a good bronzer, so I'm so happy to be using Physicians Formula. So yeah, that was a good one. It smells like summer. I wish I could go to a beach. I forgot how bronze this makes me look. Whew. I'm enjoying this again. Now that I smell like a coconut, let's go ahead and let's move on to blush. And for blush, ooh, high-end. High-end, and I know what I want to use. I want to use my brand new Bloom, my mini Bloom. I think this color would look so awesome with the tan that I have going from that Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So yes, this is going to be a nice combination. Ooh, I'm excited. This is going to look so pretty. I love this blush, guys. It's so pretty. Look at that. It just gives me like that sun-kissed. I love it. It doesn't even look like if you have glitter or anything, but it gives you this really pretty sheen to the skin. It's not like overly anything. It's just so pretty. I love it. I'm really liking this combination. This is a very pretty combination that I probably would not have done, and I really love it. Let's work on eyeshadow. Now, I don't even know where to think of this, because if I get drugstore, I don't have that many drugstore palettes, but ooh. What do we have? Drugstore! Okay, so I don't have that many drugstore palettes, but it's good that I got drugstore because I get to use one of my drugstore palettes. So let me jump in and find one. Milani. Let's use a Milani palette. So this is the Gilded Gold. They actually sent me this in PR, and yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so what do I want to do? I guess because I look so tan, I don't want to do like too crazy. I guess we'll go for like a warm tone look. Why not? So let's just start off with this color right here. We'll put on some pretty music while I do this so you guys are entertained. Let's use this color, Rose Nugget. Ooh, Rose Nugget's really pretty. I forgot how good this little Milani palette was. That's really pretty. Let's deepen out that outer edge just a tad. Let's get some dark. Like that. Okay, so let's work on lower lash line. Very simple. Just gonna jump into this color, and then I'm just gonna add a little bit of the deepening shade to the outer edge, and maybe I'll add a little bit of this to the center. So let's play. That looks really pretty. Now let's just jump into this beautiful rose cut color, and I'm just gonna add it here to the center and a little bit to the inner corner. That looks so pretty. I haven't used this palette in a minute, so that looks really pretty. I like this look. That looks nice. Okie doke. What's next? So let's go ahead and get some eyeliner. What kind of eyeliner am I gonna get? Ooh, it looks like a drugstore. Yep. Drugstore. Okay, so we're gonna get drugstore eyeliner. I got this navy color also from Milani, so let's try this one out because I think it could match my shirt a little bit. Why not? So we're gonna go ahead and put this on at the lower lash line, and then maybe I'll do some on the top too. We'll see. You guys know I like to smudge my eyeliner. And I'm just gonna add a little bit to the top, just like. Just like a little baby wing. So let me just use this and smudge it out a little bit. There we go. That looks really pretty. Ooh, I like this. Okay. So far, so good. I'm happy. We're gonna go for some mascara now because we need to, you know, finish off this look with some vibrant lashes. So what are we gonna get? I'm okay with either or because I've got good from each. And it looks like we're gonna go high end with the mascara. So I'm going to grab some Pat McGrath. Let's make these lashes really stick out because you know Pat McGrath really does the job. This mascara is like insanity in a tube. Look at those lashes. Oh, Pat McGrath, I love it. Okay, so what are we left with? We're left with, what do we have next? I'm already feeling like almost full face is already done here. So let's jump into, what do we get? What do we get? What do we need next? Highlight. Highlight. Where are we gonna grab our highlight from? And we're gonna use a high-end highlight. Let's use a little Artist Couture. Let's use the Diamond Glow. I haven't used this in a moment because it's so messy, but might as well. I haven't really used this. So let's grab a little bit and throw it everywhere. Just, that's so pretty. Okay, lipstick. I need lipstick. Ooh, high-end? Yes, it is. Okay, so we need to put on a high-end lipstick. I'm just gonna throw on then this lipstick, Trendsetter from Huda Beauty. So give me 1 minute to do my lips. I did that so careful because I didn't pick a lip liner because I kind of ran out of papers. I only have one left, so I had to just use the lipstick on its own, and I used the Liquid Lip from Huda Beauty. I used it as a lip liner and a lipstick. So let's let that dry a minute. And I guess the last thing that we have to use is a face mist, something to set this all into place. And let's see, well, why am I shaking it? There's only one. And it's going to be from the drugstore. And I know exactly which one I'm going to use. My Pixi. Some Pixi Glow Mist. One of my favorite drugstore ones is this. That gives such a pretty sheen to the face after this dries. But, oh my goodness. And there we go. This is the final face using our raffled makeup. And I have to say, I actually really love this combination. So actually, I think that this was kind of interesting because it really made me grab things that I was not really thinking of grabbing. Like for example, like the primer, I would have grabbed my Tatcha primer. The bronzer, I would have gone into Marc Jacobs. And there's like certain products that I've gotten so used to using that when you go like and have to pick it like on your own, you skip some other things that you actually loved so much in the past. This bronzer from Physicians Formula, I forgot how amazing it was. And and honestly, and this eyeshadow is actually really beautiful as well. I'm more happy, guys, that all of this was created using products I already own. Like these are items that I've had sitting in my drawer that I need to like put to the forefront. I don't even know why some of these I haven't been using. I need to start using that Physician Formula bronzer again because this is a great bronze look. And this was super fun. I want to do this again because it really forced me to grab products that I wouldn't have naturally gone to. So that was really fun. But if you guys like this video, then jump over to Tara Lynn's channel right now and watch hers. She has a lot of high-end makeup, so I would love to see what she has to do when drugstore makeup shows up. So definitely jump over to Tara's channel. I'm gonna link her video down below, check it out. And if you're from my channel and you're going to check out her channel, don't forget to tell her that I sent you over to her and leave me your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and what do you guys think of this final look and what do you think of this bronzer? I'm like kind of obsessed right now. So thank you guys so much for watching and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.